Salutations, everybody. It's Harley7, and I'm here, and I'm your host, hosting this pay-per-view called Great American Bash 2007. As we got MVP as the challenger coming out right now. MVP would love to add the United States Championship to his resume. This is another reign for the United States Championship. Anyway, talking about champions, we got our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship as Mark Henry takes on Finlay, Undertaker, Edge, and the champion, King Booker. We've also got another main event, which we got Great Khali teaming up with Big Daddy V to take on Rey Mysterio and Batista for the first time ever. Here on Great American Bash here in Miami, Florida, which is a sticky night here in Miami, Florida. Anyway, MVP's been through so many grueling matches, such as the street fight match, steel cage matches, and inferno matches, with third-degree burns on his back. Anyway, MVP's a former United States champion and former tag team champion. Anyway, here we go. Here comes another challenger, Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Kennedy, which he won the United States Championship back last year, in 2006. And he also won the Money in the Bank back at WrestleMania 23. Which Mr. Kennedy, imagine if Mr. Kennedy wins the United States Championship here and cashes in the Money in the Bank, he'll be a double champion. I would love to see Mr. Kennedy win the United States Championship and perhaps cash in the Money in the Bank at one of the three challenges. It could either be the ECW Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, or the WWE Championship, which he tried to cash in earlier on Monday Night Raw on Bobby Lashley and John Cena, which it ended when Bobby Lashley speared him. He tried to cash in on both champions, something that's never happened before. We have successful people that have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank. Is Rob Van Dam tried to cash it. He tried to cash in the Money in the Bank at ECW One Night Stand last year, win the WWE Championship against John Cena, and Edge cashed in also on John Cena for the WWE Championship too. And here comes the Rabid Wolverine, Chris Benoit, a former world champion in his own right as well. Looks to defend the championship, leave here on the United States Championship, and as he enters the as United States Champion as well. Benoit, former World Heavyweight Champion 2 years ago, and won the Royal Rumble in 2004 to get the match, and made Triple H tap out at WrestleMania. I believe it was WrestleMania 20. Yeah. Anyway, Benoit had grueling matches again, and had a grueling rivalry against Chavo Guerrero. You see, which he knocked Vicky Guerrero, a Survival Series, onto the floor, breaking her neck. And also had another United States Championship against Chavo Guerrero at Armageddon, which he defeated him. But anyway, get this match underway. I would love to see if Benoit retains the championship right here, the future Hall of Famer. Anyway, here we go. It's 2007. His MVP goes for a German suplex, and Mr. Kennedy breaks it up. It's 2007, ladies and gentlemen. Anything could happen here in the WWE. There's Mr. Kennedy with a boot right to the skull, taking out Benoit. Perhaps a knockout blow, as Benoit has been shaken. Benoit has been rocked. Anyway, here we go. MVP now. MVP with an Irish fires Benoit into the corner and drives the boot right to the skull with a player boot. MVP defeated Benoit and Mr. Kennedy 2 weeks. 1 week last week against Benoit, and then 2 weeks ago is the MVP. Mr. Kennedy goes for the Northern Light suplex, in which he defeated Mr. Kennedy 2 weeks ago to get this. And Fidel Long said that he will be replacing Kane in this match, as Kane is not competing here tonight, mainly because he has a family emergency. So MVP Teddy Long had to announce that MVP will be competing here tonight and replacing Kane. MVP again drives the boot right into Chris Benoit's skull. And now here comes Mr. Kennedy. Perhaps he can leave here as double champion here tonight. Here at Armageddon. Sorry, here at Great American Bash. Now look at that knee drop in the face of Mr. Kennedy. As Kennedy is hurt right now. Now here comes Benoit with a relentless Benoit with those chops. They don't call him the Rabbit Wolverine for nothing. He ain't the United States champion here for nothing. Maybe from now he'll be United States champion. As MVP is in the corner and he's in trouble. As the champion Benoit. As the champion Benoit collides with the turnbuckle in the corner. Now look at that. Mr. Kennedy back in this match. Now Kennedy won the United States Championship back last year, 2006, when he pinned Bobby Lashley and defeated Finlay in a triple threat match. And Benoit was the same man as which is the United States champion, was the United States champion and took the championship away from Mr. Kennedy when the Undertaker appeared, and he just vanished like from the smoke, from that thin smoke, thick smoke. As Mr. Kennedy breaks up the count, talking about Undertaker. Taker wants to get his revenge against Edge and King Booker after they attacked him last week, as well as Finlay. And Finlay using that shillelagh to bust open the Phenom. And he's looking for some revenge here tonight. Now I don't blame him. You don't mess with the Undertaker. Trust me, you don't want it. Anyway, Taker shortened JBL's career in that last Ride match. As well as Mr. Kennedy tried to defeat Undertaker. He threw him about 15 feet or 20 feet high from the Armageddon structure as the MVP tries to get the 3 count and he doesn't. He threw him off that structure and tried to stick him into the car, but he didn't. The hearse, sorry, and he wasn't successful. And Undertaker delivering a choke slam as Benoit goes for the triple suplexes. Undertaker delivers a choke slam and the tombstone pile driver and takes in that brutal chair shot, taking out Mr. Kennedy. As Mr. Kennedy now drives the knee right into Benoit's back into a cover. And this might be it. Benoit has it. No, Mr. Kennedy has it. No, he doesn't. United States Championship on the line. Mr. Kennedy Benoit just kicks out. Anyway, DDT by Mr. Kennedy, busting it. Now there's blood starting to trickle from the head of Benoit as he's in trouble. United States Champion is in trouble. Mr. Kennedy now fires him right into the corner, rebounds off the turnbuckle and drives his skull right into the canvas. Now MVP's got this match in cruise control. He driving his head right into the skull. Right into the back of the skull, right into the canvas. Perhaps now, this juking and jiving, this show off from MVP is not a good idea if he gets Mr. Kennedy. Anyway, he gets the ball and elbow. Now Benoit, look at this. The fans on their feet. Benoit's got the crippled crossface. Is MVP going to tap? Is MVP gets out of this move and boots him right into the midsection. Perhaps now MVP now trying to get back in this match. And he goes for the explosive suplex, trying to build up momentum into a cover. Will this be MVP's? Will MVP be new United States champion? Says no, and Benoit says no. He wants to fight, continue the fight on. Now Benoit trying to build up momentum as Mr. Kennedy looks on. Look at him. Benoit is relentless. The future Hall of Famer. Now look at this. Mr. Kennedy drives his 240 pound frame as he goes for the cover. Perhaps this could be it. Now Benoit just kicks out. Tries his 240 pound frame right into Benoit's stun. Right abdomen. And then look at this. Mr. Kennedy trying to get back in this match. Now Benoit he tries to go for a clothesline, but he misses. We'll find out if MVP or Mr. Kennedy can win and leave here United States champion. Is Mr. Kennedy trying to go for a suplex, and look at this, MVP going for his new finisher, which is a 305 into the cover. Can he get it? No, he doesn't. Perhaps now MVP's starting to get frustrated. Half man, half amazing. Vontavious Porter getting frustrated. And look at this, Benoit now. Perhaps trying to suplex him into the. Oh my! Wow! Now look at this, Benoit back into the ring, and he's trying to defeat Mr. Kennedy now. Now look at this, Benoit with haymakers right to the jaw. And look at this. Mr. Kennedy somehow deflected that chop, and you don't want to be chopped by Benoit. As you can see, Mr. Kennedy's chest is lined up red. Now this, Benoit perhaps going for MVP. And the champion's the champion's chances of leaving a champion may have doubled, as he's got both challenges on the floor. Now there's Benoit. What is Benoit doing? His MVP knocks him down. Perhaps knocks him down again. Perhaps now MVP trying to build up momentum, and he fires into the turnbuckle and clotheslines him right to the head. And look at this, and Bulldog shades Matt Hardy in that one. Now MVP now. Mr. Kennedy back into the ring. MVP with a clothesline. Perhaps trying to get this match, trying to finish off Mr. Kennedy while and look at his knees right to the sternum. There's that rugged style of MVP. There's that technical style from MVP, that rugged style by MVP. Now MVP now fires him back to the corner. Perhaps trying to take out. Now what's MVP doing? Perhaps trying to finish off Benoit. He's going to finish off Benoit before Mr. Kennedy gets back on his feet. Then the chances of MVP leaving champion may have doubled. Now there's Benoit now. He's got MVP up and drives his skull right into the turnbuckle. And look at this crippled crossface. Perhaps this is it. He tried to go for the crippled crossface. And Mr. Kennedy now. Mr. Kennedy with a knee right to the jaw. Perhaps Benoit's out there. Look at this. This Benoit kicks out. Now look at this. This is Benoit's chance. This is Mr. Kennedy's chance. His MVP's out. MVP's out. Look at this. Mr. Kennedy just won the championship. He just stole the title. We have a new United States champion, and his name is Mr. Kennedy, winning his second United States championship. Perhaps MVP is hurt. He needs medical attention. Perhaps now MVP's been knocked out, as Mr. Kennedy takes the opportunity and wins the championship here tonight, winning his second title, his second United States championship, as well as Mr. Money in the Bank. Anyways, Halican 7. I hope you enjoyed it.